This is by far the worst one. It's got by far the most play on it. So I'm going to go and put a little bit of weld on it. It's basically those two corners there that want welding up. And get some weld in them corners and file it to shape. Just before I strip this linkage, I'm going to put some marks on it so I know how it goes back together. Put a letter E on that one. And that one. And a letter B on the other two. It just makes it easier. Just makes it easier for me when I put it back together. I haven't really got to think too hard about it. Right. I mean, the wear on that is absolutely colossal. All that's lost movement. What I'll do, I'll take them pins out and I'll put some bigger ones in. I'll go up to the 8mm and then put an 8mm reamer through there. Put some decent washers on so it tightens all the linkage up. Every little bit of slogger I can take off is going to improve this. Same with that one. So that goes onto the engine like that. And he shows me the split pins at the top, so that goes like that. So basically I can go up there, put a bit of TIG weld in there, and then I can definitely make that better, definitely. They weren't clear when they put the weld on the back of there, were they? That bastard's warm. I've managed to get some weld into the corners. I've welded that up. I've also filed a washer. It's a nice tight fit. Drilled the hole slightly bigger for a good fitting split pin. It's still got a little bit of play, but nothing like what it had, and it's lost all its slack up and down, so that's a much better job. It's not going to rattle around now. It's got that nice steel washer there to support it. I've cut the pins out of the end of there. I'm going to make some new pins. I'm going to have a go at the other valve now and see if I can make the lever on the other valve as nice as that one. That's the miserable thing there. And it is miserable. The amount of wear on this linkage is beyond belief, really. This one is not bad at all in comparison. That's quite good. All I need now is a nice washer, filing to fit there, and the split pin to fit in. Getting the right thickness washer is quite important. And that one there looks like it's going to do the job quite nicely. So I'll file a square in that and then go from there. Just a case of filing a square in it now. Quite satisfying doing this sort of work. Once we get the basic square shape into it, we can file it to make it fit. So all I'm doing is filing away so the little curved bit in the bottom disappears on all four sides. Do some new jaws in this vise, I think. Starting to take shape now. You can see it's sort of taking shape. There's still a little bit of curve left in there. We'll take that out now. I'll try it on now. It isn't that far away actually. Just keep tweaking it until it is a nice fit. The general I've got that now, so it's nice tight fit, and it's showing about 3/4 of the hole, so if I can put a drill through there, it's going to put a little groove in there as well as drill the brass, and I can get a nice split pin into there. This washer's actually stainless. Right, so that's good enough, that's all it needs. It's a lot better than it was. No more piss wobbly slack. See, it's sitting on that nice bush there. I'll cut that pin out, and I've got 3 pins to make, and that's about me done, I think. Now I've got this one here. This also needs a washer down for it. That's the one I repaired some time ago, quite some time ago. The one was snapped off, and I'm sure I was drilled and tapped it and screwed that bit of key steel in. So we need a decent washer to go on there and a good fitting pin to go through there. There's the one I did earlier. It looks like it should do the job. I've got this little box of split pins given. It's sadly running out now, but they're old-fashioned split pins. By old-fashioned, I mean they look nice, that nice shape. That's a modern one. That's an old one. That's just no comparison. Do with a slightly bigger pin through that one, I think, which I don't think I've got. Nothing on this is the same size. Everything's different. That's not a kicking the arse off. I might put a drill through and use that one, and that's going to tighten things up nicely on there as well. I want a washer that fits there. In the split pin I had, it's too small, so I'm going to go up a size, and that'll be a nice tight fit in there. Go up a couple of drill sizes and it should be good. Right, so that's taken all the piss wobbly off that. I've got these valves to strip and lap in the same as I did the other two, but it's looking not too bad. I don't know what to do with them 2 pins. I haven't got the bits that they fit onto. I put a decent tack weld on them just to stop them falling out and to remove any play that might be. So now the rod goes on that way. There's the B and there's the B. A decent washer, a split pin, and that has removed a colossal amount of play from there. There's a little bit play on there, but that's nothing compared to what it was. That's much, much better. Every little bit of movement you remove from here, because that was really, really slack in there. I mean, the wear on that is absolutely colossal. All that's lost movement. So basically this is about done now. They're ready to go back onto the engine. I'll try and go up and get some video of the actual valves on the engine and some video of the valves working at a steam rally. Quite happy. It's took quite a bit of time, but it's been enjoyable. I've enjoyed doing them. Certainly worthwhile doing a repair like that. Once again, just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because I'm still aiming for, what, next one's a million subscribers. Can you imagine that? For a mechanic, it pisses about. Anyway, thanks for watching.